Good morning, friends. Today is August 9th, 2025. I'm Teddy Hicks, and I'm reading you an affirmation from my book, My Life Gets Better Every Day. Today's affirmation is, I don't need to get upset. When something awful is going down, don't you feel like you have to get upset? Like it wouldn't be right for you to stay detached from it and just keep a smile on your face? Actually, you can have whatever response you want. You can stay super mindful in the moment and focus on what you want rather than what is actually happening. You can witness the situation with objectivity and surrender to what's happening. You can remind yourself that it's all divinely guided, and you don't have to control everything around you. Practice with little things, like the next time you spill your coffee in the car or drop a plate of spaghetti on the kitchen floor. See if you can just see it for what it is, and avoid creating a story about it in your mind. You know what that sounds like. Oh, figure's just my luck. I'm so clumsy. My life sucks. Why does this stuff always happen to me? Take a deep breath and just focus on the next step. It's all going to be okay. Love, Teddy. I think at first glance, saying you don't need to get upset about something that's upsetting feels like very trite and dismissive, right? Like, yes, I do. But if you start to kind of pay attention to that and notice that in those situations, you really do have a choice about how you respond. Of course, you have like a visceral gut reaction to things when they go wrong, and it's normal to have that response. But you can choose sometimes, if it's not like too triggering and you're not too far gone, you can choose to say, like, I'm not going to be upset about this. This is not something I choose to put my energy on today. And like the dropping the plate of spaghetti on the floor, that I remember writing that affirmation because that actually did happen to me the day before, years ago when I first wrote that. And I remember in that moment, it was like so tempting to just do all the things that it said, like, oh my God, like, blah. And I just thought, okay, this is just something that is the next thing I need to do is clean up the spaghetti, and I just was able to fall into this sense of peace around it and go, like, I don't want my kids to see me freaking out about this. I don't want to upset the dogs. I'm just gonna be really calm in this moment and handle it. And it was just such a difference because I didn't need to have an emotional response to it. Of course, I had to have a physical response to it, but I didn't need to have an emotional response to it. And it was very empowering to know that I could control, at least to a certain extent, the way I respond to things. And that's what a lot of this is about, right? Learning how to control the way you respond to things. Giving yourself a moment to calm down, get your head in the right space, decide how you want to interact in a certain situation, and maintain your peace. That's really what it's about. It's not for anybody else, it's for you. Because you are trying to attract the right kind of energy from the universe. You are trying to maintain a certain vibe in your body and a mood that's gonna, help you attract good things and be positive. And you also want to tell your subconscious mind a new story about that kind of stuff. This isn't a big deal. My life doesn't suck, right? This is just something that's happening right now. But actually, I have a great life and I'm very happy and grateful for everything that I have. That's a totally different story than probably what you've been telling yourself all along. So if you can just take a moment, control the way you respond in any situation, remember that you really don't have to get upset. You'll keep yourself aligned with what you want. You'll keep yourself moving in the right direction. Instead of letting something like that completely derail you and throw you off track with all this work that you're trying to do, right? This energetic and mindset work that we're all working on, you can stay the course and go, I'm not gonna let this pull me off track. I'm gonna stay the course. This isn't that big of a deal. My life is awesome. I can handle this, right? And that can be your new belief system. And it's a great way to live. It feels a lot better. It's much more empowering. And you'll get more of what you want when you think that way. I hope that's helpful for you, and enjoy your Saturday. The weather here is absolutely beautiful where I am in Maryland. And I'll see you back here tomorrow with the next one. Thank you so much for watching.